Hi everybody, back with another video. Today we're just going to be talking about the Francis Ngannou versus Joshua card. Or Joshua Ngannou, I mean. I want to start off with the undercard. We had Gavin Gwynn versus Mark Chamberlain. What an amazing fight that was. Chamberlain definitely showed that he's going to be a big name in the Saudi scene. He came in, he was 14-0 before coming into this fight against 17-2 Gwynn, and he put on a performance from the start. Southpaw versus Orthodox, it was a great fight. He got him out there in the fourth round. Was it a TKO? I think the ref stopped it, but amazing fight. Definitely one to watch. Okay, next on the card was Madrimov versus Kurbanov. 9-0 Madrimov versus 25-0 Kurbanov. And what a fight that was. We had Kurbanov lose his streak of 25-0 to Kurbanov 9-0 in a TKO in the fifth round. So we now have a new belt holder, which is amazing. Madrimov really reminds me of Triple G, kind of Triple G Canelo. He has shades of him, of both of them. Definitely looks a bit kind of like Triple G in my opinion. But what a great fight that was. I wasn't expecting an amazing fight between both of them, but that's only because I didn't really know a lot about them beforehand. But what an amazing fight. TKO in the fifth round was great. And I think there's going to be a lot of great fights in the super welterweight division now that Madrimov is champion. I do think Kurbanov will come back at some stage, but I just think he met his match in that fight. The next fight we had was Ray Vargas versus Nick Ball, and this one was a war for 12 rounds. Crazy fight, honestly. Probably was one of my favourite fights on the card. Definitely wasn't expecting it to be as much of a war as it was. I honestly believe that Ray Vargas won the first 6 to 7 rounds. He was just working the body very well, keeping his distance. I do think he's a bit of a whiny bastard, to be honest though. The amount of times they got into a clinch and he just fall to the floor. I honestly thought that he was going to get a point deducted at one stage. The amount of times he did it and just complaining through the whole 12 rounds, like, definitely not a way a champion should be. And Nick Ball just showed that he can take a punch. He was taking body punches for the whole 12 rounds. He was just taking countless body shots, and they were clean body shots as well, and he just kept coming forward, especially with the two knockdowns that he got. I believe the draw was deserved. I do think that he could have went a bit balls to the wall earlier in the fight, but I knew he had to slow down Ray Vargas a lot in that fight. I'm looking forward to there being a rematch though, because I think Nick Ball definitely deserves it. 19-0, now it's 19-0-1, and I honestly think he's going to be a top contender in the division at some stage. I just think he came up a bit short on the night. As they say, you have to beat the champion to become the champion, and I think he was close, but in the earlier rounds I think he should have put his foot on the gas. Next on the card was Zhang versus Parker. This fight was a disappointment in my opinion. I thought Zhang was going to win, honestly, especially how he started the fight. He came in, I think it was the third round. He knocked Parker down, and I think it was the 8th round as well. I could be wrong about it, but I think it was those 2 rounds that he knocked Parker down, and I think he won the first 1 and 2 as well. But that man's gas tank honestly, it frustrates me because he's a great boxer, but he just has no gas tank whatsoever. Parker was just able to stay on the outside for the first couple of rounds. He did get caught, obviously, but he learned. He learned from his mistakes, and he was able to keep him at bay for the rest of the fight. I was honestly expecting Zhang to kind of pick it up the last couple of rounds, and there was just nothing there. I think he threw 4 shots in the last round, and 0 landed. So that just shows how bad he was on the night. There is a rematch though, and I believe Parker's going to win the rematch. Now, Parker showed tremendous skill on the night. He was quicker than him. He was just pushing the pace the whole time. I didn't realise how quick Parker actually throws his punches, but he was throwing them in bunches as well. He definitely rocked Zhang a couple of times. I don't think he would have knocked out Zhang, but he definitely had Zhang on the back foot a couple of times, which I was very surprised about. Yeah, I'm disappointed about Zhang. I was expecting him to become one of the greats, but you can see that Joseph Parker is the gatekeeper of the division at the moment. He's gonna tell people where they should be and where they are, and obviously Zhang, Wilder, they're definitely not in the top 5 anymore of the heavyweight division, and Parker's definitely showing that he's up there now, because he's just having the most tough fights at the moment against better opposition. Even when he loses a fight, he always comes back a lot better. He's had 5 fights in the last 14 months, and it's definitely proven that his activity has helped him tremendously. Okay, now we're on to the final fight of the night. AJ versus the Predator Ngannou. What a fucking showcase for AJ. He definitely proved himself 100%. They lived up to the name of Knockout Chaos for the fight, because oh my god, he was the most simplistic AJ there could be. He did everything right. There wasn't a foot wrong on the night. Throwing straight punches down the middle, they just worked completely well. He didn't even throw a hook or an uppercut in the first round. It was just straight shots down the middle. Ngannou was just, I can't blame him for losing the fight. Like, it was his second fight. I think he got very lucky with the Fury fight, but at the same time, he changed styles completely. He was a lot more tentative in this fight and pawing and trying to read what AJ would do, and AJ wasn't falling for it whatsoever. When AJ knocked him down the first time, it was after Ngannou switched to southpaw, which definitely worked for him against Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury struggles with southpaws, but against AJ's been up against the best southpaw there is in the heavyweight division twice. Usyk is up here, Ngannou is down here. There's different levels to it. AJ knew what to do completely the minute he changed to southpaw and just went straight down the middle and dropped Ngannou. He stayed back for the rest of the round, but you could see Ngannou was definitely starting to worry. First time ever getting knocked down in the ring, and you could see he was panicking. In the second round, AJ came out again. He was calm. He wasn't trying to press Ngannou. He was just going to take his time. The punches were going to come when they came. And after knocking him down the second time, Ngannou definitely didn't know where he was. He was flustered. I understand where he was coming from. He had no idea what was gonna come, and when AJ walked him down and just threw that right straight down the middle again, it was out cold. He definitely proved that he is going to be a top contender again. I think a lot of people forgot how powerful AJ can be, especially the style he's doing now, where he's kind of gone back to the old AJ, as people say. I don't believe he's gone back that far. I think he's a lot better. His footwork is better. Everything about his style is a lot better. He's a lot more defensive when he needs to be, which I think is great. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are going to be worried about AJ now. I think Fury is going to have a very tough time. I think if Joseph Parker and him fought, it'd be a great fight, but I can't see that happening. Filip Hrgovic and AJ, I think that's going to definitely happen at some stage for the IBF belt, and I can see AJ coming back as a three-time champion, because if it's him versus Hrgovic, it's going to be an easy night for him, in my opinion. Okay, lads, that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and make sure to leave a like and comment below on what you thought of the fight, and I'll be sure to make another video soon going over the boxing news of the week.